On Sunday, the Proteas women begin the 3 T20 and 3 ODI tour of Bangladesh in Benoni at Willowmoore Park. The tour will cover 4 cities: Benoni, Kimberley, East London and Potchefstroom. And this is an important step in the team's preparation for the upcoming tournaments, including the 2024 ICC Women's T20 World Cup, as well as qualification for the 2025 ICC Women's Cricket World Cup through the ICC Women's Championships. Joining us now to speak about the upcoming tour is Benoni-born Tumi Sekhukhune. Good evening, Tumi, and welcome.
Good evening, Gwena. Thank you for having me today. Now, I'm really honored.
An exciting tour against Bangladesh that's coming up on home soil, especially even close for you, because I'm sure it's very close to those tennis courts that you used to play at when you were still a youngster.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's always nice being at home soil, especially close to my hometown, the place where I actually started playing cricket. I think it's more than anything for me. I think it's quite a special opportunity for me to be taking the game on my home soil.
Let's talk about the team's preparation. I mean, training, which has been, one would say, specifically tailored for the challenge that Bangladeshis will bring.
Yeah, I think it's been a while since we had like a subcontinental team on home soil. But obviously, you know, we've been playing provincial games and we've been playing T20s, playing all over the country, going to Dolphins, which actually suit for the subcontinental teams. I think now it's just high time that we, you know, start off with the T20s and just take it through to next year and get that momentum through.
And from your perspective as a player, any individual game aspects that you've been looking at, focusing on in terms of your preparations? Okay, looks like we lost our connection slightly to Tumi there. Tumi, are you still there with us? Okay, we'll try and reconnect with Tumi Sekhukhune as we continue building up to those games that are starting on Sunday. In the meantime, though, let's take a look at this. The Stormers have recalled Springbok stars Damian Willems, Dion Fourie and Manny Libbok into the starting 15 for the United Rugby Championship clash against Zebra in Stellenbosch on Saturday. The Cape Siders hope the trio will be able to arrest a slide of 4 straight defeats in this tournament. All right, apologies for that, but let's try and reconnect with Tumi Sekhukhune. Tumi, can you still hear me?
Yes, I can still hear you.
It's fine. We'll just blame load shedding and move on with that. You're still talking about the personal aspects that you're focusing on in terms of the game.
Definitely. I think personally, I think I just wanted to be consistent in the way I go about playing the T20s, and I think it's been the plans for the Cricket South Africa to, you know, play on big stages, play with big teams, and score big scores on big grounds as well. So I think now it's just high time that we, you know, start getting that shift into scoring 180 plus. And yeah, scoring against spin bowlers, and yeah, we need to just take that momentum to the 2024 Cricket World Cup.
And what would you say has been some of the key learnings to me from the recent tours against Pakistan and New Zealand, respectively?
I think obviously we had a tight game with New Zealand, and we know that they also come with seam bowlers, and I think now it's high time that we score against subcontinental teams playing against spin. We know that South Africans struggle with playing against spin, so I think now it's just high time that we, you know, come up with the right plans, and hopefully that our plans, we execute them.
The T20 World Cup in Bangladesh is just around the corner. How important are the T20s in shaping the team's strategy, particularly for this tournament?
So we, as a team, we've obviously been going to camps. We've obviously got together, and also I think we also have other KPIs which we use to kind of measure where we are in terms of where the other teams are, and now we're starting to get into that method of using it all the time and seeing if playing around the country, Dolphins, wherever, if we can score at least 150 plus or 160 plus. And I think if we do that consistently, I think it will take us to the next T20 World Cup.
And building the momentum, but I guess the big picture being qualification.
Yeah, definitely. I think we always have that at the back of our minds. And with a team that we also struggle with, I think we shouldn't take it lightly. We just need to, apply ourselves in every ODI games and bet longer, because that's what we've been struggling with. Bet longer and create partnerships. And yeah, I think we went to Pakistan recently and we've seen that any team now can chase any score. And we were also one down with them, which they took the T20s and we took the ODIs, and it just kind of shows that any team can, play ODIs, and yeah, we just need to be better with our plans and just execute them. And yeah, we've seen that all over, even with the Bangladesh playing Sri Lanka, playing against Australia, they won. And we were all in shock, but yeah, it just kind of shows how the women's game is growing in the world.
How has these tours helped in just creating that chemistry, Tumi, and the camaraderie, through these recent tours, and how does it contribute specifically to the performances on the field?
So if you've seen, I think we have quite a young group. Some of our senior players are not here, but I think for us, it's just as important to get the juniors to get into the setup, get the momentum, exposure, and also that, God forbid anything happens, anyone is just ready to put up their hand up and, perform at big stages. So this camp right now and this tour is just as important as getting everyone to play games and also get that exposure and experience.
Very briefly, to me, we're out of time, but what message would you send to the fans, especially because you are at home?
Yeah, I think I love talking to my fans. Can you please come watch us play against Bangladesh? And we really appreciate your love, support. Please do come up with your families and friends to just show that women's game is growing, and also that we can also fill up stages, big stages and big games and big stadiums in South Africa. So please come watch us play, and we will definitely come back with a win, hopefully.
Fantastic. Tumi Sekhukhune, thank you so much for coming through to speak to us.